Today we are checking out all the new features coming to health and fitness on the Apple Watch and iPhone with watchOS 6 and iOS 13. Hey everyone, it is Andrew here from AppleInsider, and iOS 13 and watchOS 6 bring a bunch of new health, wellness, and fitness features to both the Apple Watch and the iPhone. So in this video, we're going to go through all of the new changes and features you can expect after updating to watchOS 6 and iOS 13. Starting out with our iPhone XS Max running iOS 13. Jumping into the Health app, not only does it have a new dark interface thanks to dark mode in iOS 13, but it is split into two tabs here at the bottom, Summary View and Browse. That replaces the 4 tabs that we had with iOS 12. The first section of Summary is full of your favorites, which you can enable or disable by tapping on Edit and starring those that you'd like to appear. But a lot of this is pulled in automatically based on devices that you have connected, such as an Apple Watch or a scale. Then you're presented with some highlights, including things on mine, such as audio levels, tracking my blood glucose, and recent workouts that I've done. The Get More from Health section at the bottom includes different articles and videos, bringing you more information or asking you to register for an organ donor or check on your medical records. This section at the bottom has recommended apps, so I have My Sugar recommended because I track my blood sugar as a way to get more information from what I'm tracking. Inside of Browse, you can view everything including your health records or the different health categories, and a search bar at the top allows you to search exactly what you're looking for. iOS 13 has a few different metrics that we can track, including cycle tracking, which if you want to learn more about cycle tracking, check out our hands-on demo and in-depth tutorial about this feature as a whole. It not only works on the iPhone and the Health app, but with the accompanying cycle tracking app on the Apple Watch. There was some form of cycle tracking before iOS 13, but it is now much more robust with this update. We have new options for hearing health. Hearing health is big for Apple with Apple Watch and watchOS 6 as well as iOS 13. It will monitor your headphones audio levels as well as your environmental levels, and it'll alert you of any notifications that you've received in the past window. There is a noise app on Apple Watch that allows you to get a reading of that outside environment, and there is an accompanying complication that will give you more information, and you can get alerts if your environment is too loud for too long. Lastly, under other data, we have new options for toothbrushing time. This will literally monitor how long you brush your teeth because this can sync with third-party apps such as app-enabled toothbrushes from Sonicare or Colgate. Right now, nothing works that at launch, but it does give you recommended times for how long you should be brushing. If you dig into any of the data that you're tracking, so something like the activity data, it does look different than it did with iOS 12. Apple has categorized it differently, and it has gone away from the day view that it used to have in the past. You can still break it up between day, week, month, and year along the top, but you get different parts broken out, things like highlights or other information based on the metric that you're currently viewing. Some will have these additional highlights and some simply won't. Others will give you more information about noise, for example, will give you more information about why that hearing health is important. As we leave the Health app, we're going to jump into the Activity app, which is the accompanying app for Apple Watch, one of the two on your iPhone. Now it looks very similar to how it did before, but we have an additional tab there at the bottom called Trends. And this shows your progress over time. So you can see along the top we have move, exercise, stand, distance, walking pace, stand minutes, cardio fitness, and running pace. So all of this is tracked over time and lets you know how you are doing, if you're improving or not doing as well. Some need more information like stand minutes. I haven't worn this long enough to get that piece of metric because it requires that watchOS 6 update on Apple Watch. These are broken out into the keep going section on top, worth a look, and needs more data. We have new awards with iOS 13 and watchOS 6, including for those that have been using Apple Watch a long time and have met a lot of their move goals. So if you are above those 1250 marks, there are now options all the way up to 2,000 move goals met. These additional awards provide more motivation for those who've been wearing their Apple Watch for a long time and had already maxed out those possible awards. Transitioning from our iPhone and iOS 13 to Apple Watch, we have a few things we want to look at here. Starting off with the Workouts app. So there are a ton of workouts that you can do, but before, if you had something that wasn't in the default list, you had to choose other and then change what you wanted it to be before saving that workout. Now there's a new add workout button here at the bottom. You can tap on that and choose from the entire exhaustive list. On top are the popular workouts, below is an alphabetical list of everything that the Apple Watch can track. You simply choose it from the list and can get going right into the workout, and you don't have to remember to change the type before hitting save post-workout. Additionally, once you've completed a workout for the day, when you go into the Activities app, you can now view those workouts. Previously, the only way to view your workouts was to pull them up on your phone or getting a glimpse of it before that workout was saved to your Apple Watch. Now those are there in the Activities app there at the bottom, though the limitation is they only show for the day and you can't view previous day's workouts. We also already showed you the new Noise app as well as the new Cycle app, but it is important to know that those have accompanying complications as well. So depending on the watch face, they can do different things. Here you can add one for, say, cycle tracking, and you can immediately add symptoms right from your watch face. Or if you are on a watch face that has the larger area, you can put something for hearing and it'll be able to give you that real live external environmental decibel reading right there on your watch face, so you can see at a glance how loud your environment is. There are also new gym kit partners allowing you to sync up your Apple Watch to the actual equipment that you're using during your workout for more accurate monitoring. So that pretty much covers it. That is everything new with health, fitness, and wellness, both on the Apple Watch and on the iPhone. So what do you guys think? We've been testing these betas for a while now, and we are loving the new features on our Apple Watch and our iPhone. They really improve the experience overall, but I'm interested to hear what you guys all think. So reach out to me on Twitter directly at Andrew_OSU or throw a comment down below. Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow Apple Insider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the Apple Insider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.